We have a new light heavyweight champion. No more Shama, Kama.
So he's been around. He knows the game.
Yeah.
He understands you win some, you lose some. You either use it to come back stronger and better and learn something, or you use it to destroy you. It's like everything in life, right? So I think he already knows exactly what to do. The world loves him. He knows that.
You think he'll win the rematch?
I think he'll be back. Yeah, the world loves him. He's a loved guy. He'll be back.
So the rematch is probably going to happen next.
But a fight that close with a champion as great as Pereira has been, do you lean towards immediate rematch?
Probably.
Magomed Ankalaev wants the fight to go down in Abu Dhabi, Fight Island, and that's all the way in October. Now, granted,
this wasn't a robbery. This was all Magomed, maybe 4-1 or 3-2. I'd want to say round 1 and maybe 3 to Pereira, but other than that, dude, to me, this was all Magomed Ankalaev.
Alex Pereira's ex-girlfriend has shared some shocking comments about Poatan that have shaken the MMA world. Alex Pereira's ex-girlfriend has enjoyed his defeat and mocked the former champion after he lost his belt at UFC 313. Merle Christine, who was previously in a relationship with Poatan, celebrated Ankalaev's win and claimed that she suffered abuse from the former champion.
We have a new light heavyweight champion. No more Shama, Kama. Also, he lost at the International Women's Day. Maybe that's a sign, guys. I don't know.
Christine shuts down the claims about Pereira getting robbed at UFC 313 as she believes the deserving man won this fight. According to Christine, Ankalaev fought well and everyone should respect him and learn to give the credit where it is due.
New light heavyweight champion Ankalaev, congrats. He did a really good job. If you guys are talking robbery, you don't understand anything from MMA. So let's not talk about robbery. That's completely BS. This guy won, and actually, he got this title shot very, very late, right? So I think we should give him some props. Even if we don't like him or we don't like his fighting style, we should give him some props.
Alex Pereira reacted to his ex-girlfriend's video and advised her to stop mentioning his name for fame. Poatan warned Christine that her husband might not like and get jealous of him. Alex Pereira responded on his ex account, "I think she should stop mentioning my name cause her husband might get jealous, chama." Christine's insensitive remarks spread like wildfire on social media. The former UFC fighters and current commentators Paul Felder and Michael Bisping took notice of her comments. Felder didn't like her thoughts and was bothered by the timing of Christine's comment. On Michael Bisping's podcast channel, Felder said, "Go at him any other way, but after a fight, you know what that guy goes through to get ready for that and to be in those moments. And then just to kick somebody when they're low. What were you saying when he was dominating people? You didn't have anything to say." Michael Bisping was also not impressed with Christine's comments about her ex-boyfriend and former light heavyweight champion. Michael Bisping said, "She is poison right there." The former bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling also shared his thoughts about Alex Pereira's ex-girlfriend's remarks after his defeat. He admitted that he didn't know what went wrong between Poatan and Christine before their separation. Aljamain thinks what Christine said was completely wrong and it shouldn't have happened.
Type shit. You know? But hats off to Ankalaev. Long time coming for him to get the title shot. One of the things I saw was his Alex Pereira's ex-wife making a video like no more Chama. I was like, yo, that's foul, bro. That is foul. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship.
That's so crazy.
But that's so like, you probably should, I don't know. I felt like the wrong place. Maybe for her, it's just petty wop. I don't know.
Conor McGregor also expressed his anger over Alex Pereira's ex-girlfriend's comments and celebration over Ankalaev's victory. He slammed Christine for her hateful remarks. Conor McGregor stated, "Fugly bitch, wash your box." On the other hand, Magomed Ankalaev is enjoying his remarkable victory. After winning the belt, he returned to his hometown Dagestan, where he was welcomed like a hero. His people were extremely happy as their boy had won the light heavyweight belt and made their country proud.
За то, что ты привез в Дагестан новый пояс UFC! Магомед, я от души, от всей души без многословия Желаю счастья тебе и здоровья. Желаю благ тебе. Земных, морских, блатных. Я знаю, ты очень даже достоин. И я говорю, живи долго и счастливо. Не важно, кто против.
Ankalaev is also pleased with his win and is happy to make his country proud. He is delighted to bring yet another UFC belt to Dagestan. Before him, Khabib Nurmagomedov and Islam Makhachev have won the UFC belts from Dagestan. The former lightweight champion and UFC legend Khabib Nurmagomedov also congratulated him after his historic win. Khabib wrote on his X account, "Congratulations, brother Magomed Ankalaev, you made history. It was an amazing performance against a very tough opponent." Ankalaev thanked the UFC legend for his respectful remarks on his victory. "Thank you, my brother, you beginning the way for us." Furthermore, the current lightweight champion Islam Makhachev also expressed his joy at Ankalaev's win. He was happy to see yet another fighter from Dagestan winning the UFC belt. Another belt goes to Dagestan, Russia. "Congratulations, brother Magomed Ankalaev. Excellent performance." Magomed Ankalaev responded to Islam's tweet and thanked him. "Thank you, champ." On the other hand, after the defeat, Alex Pereira believed that apart from pushing him towards the cage, Ankalaev did nothing that made him the champion. Poatan admitted that he felt some of Ankalaev's strikes in the second round, but that was not enough to declare him the winner. Alex Pereira stated, "He put some pressure in the second round. I felt some of his strikes, but putting me up against the cage, he didn't really do anything." Reacting to that statement, Magomed Ankalaev said he was the better fighter in this fight and doesn't care what Pereira thinks. Ankalaev revealed how he put pressure on his opponent and elaborated his game plan that helped him defeat one of the best fighters in the UFC at the moment. During the UFC 313 post-fight press conference, Ankalaev said, "I was confident, I kept on moving forward. 8 kept on pressuring him and he kept on running away from me. For 20 minutes this guy was running away from me. Then I heard at the end of the fight that he was saying he wasn't sure why the victory was given to me. Who are they supposed to give the victory to? I was pressuring the entire time and he was running for 20 minutes and he was wondering who is supposed to get the victory." Meanwhile, Yuri Prochazka and Magomed Ankalaev are having some banter on social media. After Ankalaev's win, Yuri Prochazka congratulated the Dagestani in a taunting tone. He was indirectly saying that Ankalaev doesn't deserve to be the champion and he won't stay there for a long time. Yuri Prochazka said, "Congrats to Magomed Ankalaev, beautiful pressure, most of people don't like it, but you won the title for now. Alex Pereira, last dance." Magomed Ankalaev was quick to give a befitting response to Yuri Prochazka. He called Yuri a fraud and mocked him by saying that he didn't deserve to get a title shot. Magomed Ankalaev responded, "I think you are a fraud and so many guys deserve it more than you. You need to go win some fights." Yuri Prochazka was not impressed with Ankalaev's statement and he expressed his thoughts about the champion. He shared how Ankalaev was nice to him before becoming the champion, but now his tone has changed. Prochazka showed no respect for the champion and called him the real fraud. Yuri Prochazka stated, "The only person who is a fraud is him, because when I met him at the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas, he was very nice. Hello, nice to meet you, all good. And right now, he is a superstar and a big gangster. The only fraud person here is Magomed Ankalaev. He is a champion, but nobody likes that and nobody respects that he is the champion." Yuri Prochazka also warned Ankalaev to stop talking about him. He spoke about his lifestyle and challenged the current light heavyweight champion to face him inside the octagon to prove who is the real fraud. Yuri Prochazka added, "Don't speak about me anymore, cause you don't know me absolutely. You don't know which kind of life I'm living. Face me in the cage, then you will understand." Meanwhile, Alex Pereira's defeat was a bit shocking for most of the fans and pros, as most of them predicted a Poatan's win. However, some still think Alex Pereira won this fight, and Ankalaev is not a deserving champion. Brendan Schaub is one of the names among those who believe Poatan should have been declared the winner at UFC 313. He thinks Pereira won 3 rounds in this fight.
If you don't have Alex win this fight 1, 3, and 5, you ain't shit. You ain't shit Mondays. If you don't have Alex win the third, I'll debate with you. I get it, but I can debate a winning round for Alex. 1 and 5, if you don't have Alex winning 1 and 5, You don't know the fucking sport.
However, Michael Bisping has a different opinion, as he believes Ankalaev not only won the middle 3 rounds, but also won the final rounds as well. He said Poatan looked lazy throughout the fight, and there was a lack of intent in his fight at UFC 313. Kamaru Usman also thought Alex Pereira looked a bit better in the final round, but Ankalaev deserved to win that round as well. Usman said a 4-1 result in favor of Ankalaev would have been much better as he dominated throughout the fight.
This could have definitely been a 4-1 decision. I'm not angry about the 3-2 decision for Ankalaev, because I think in that 5th round, Alex Pereira did come out with a little bit more sense of urgency. He looked like he was trying to fight and actually go try to finish the fight, but Ankalaev would, push him up against the fence and work on him and just kind of wear him down again. But you're right. Hey, it's your job to get off the fence. If you're not doing that, then why would the ref save you?
The former UFC champion Henry Cejudo also admitted that Ankalaev deserved to win this fight with a better margin. He claimed apart from just 2 rounds, Magomed Ankalaev was undoubtedly the winner of all the other rounds.
Magomed, maybe 4-1 or 3-2, maybe the third. I'd want to say round 1 and maybe 3 to Pereira, but other than that, dude, to me, this was all Magomed Ankalaev.
The Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson was giving his live reaction to this fight, and he was pretty sure that Ankalaev won a minimum of 3 rounds at UFC 313.
I have a 4-1. 4-1. Anything 3-2, but if they give this fight to Alex, then it's fucking fixed. Those refs are fucking blind. They already did 1 robbery today. This shouldn't be this long to tie up the things. Yep, that's how I had it.
On the other hand, after rejecting Ankalaev's win, Brendan Schaub further criticized Poatan for limiting himself against Ankalaev to avoid his takedowns. He thinks Pereira made a huge mistake to get afraid of Ankalaev's takedown. According to Schaub, Poatan should have believed in his skills and tried to put pressure on his opponents using his power.
So for Alex, you're that scared of getting taken down by this guy who's never finished anybody? Doesn't even do ground and pound? You don't have faith in your skill set that you can get back to your feet? You got to sit down your fucking punches, man. How else are you going to beat him? But again, still thought he won the fight, even with that terrible game plan and having this terrible fear of getting taken down.
Brendan Schaub even said that UFC never wanted Magomed Ankalaev to win this fight and become the light heavyweight champion. He thinks Ankalaev's win at UFC 314 made Dana White upset, and it's a huge loss for them that Alex Pereira lost his belt.
It's a nightmare for the UFC that he won. A nightmare. Look at Dana's face. You can tell by his face. He's looking at Bruce Buffer and he just goes, fuck. It's a nightmare that Ankalaev's champ.
Meanwhile, the former UFC champion Demetrius Johnson completely rejected Brendan Schaub's claims. The Mighty Mouse was very confident that Magomed Ankalaev won 4 rounds in this fight, and he was the deserving winner at UFC 313.
A lot of people didn't agree with the judges what they thought. They thought Alex Pereira won 3 rounds out of the 5. I thought Ankalaev won 4 out of 1, maybe 3 out of 2, but I felt comfortable saying 4 out of 1.
After losing the fight, Alex Pereira said he was pushed by Ankalaev towards the cage, but Demetrius Johnson thinks it's a lame excuse by the former champion. Mighty Mouse praised the game plan of Ankalaev, and he said it was Potan's job to save himself from getting pushed towards the cage.
It was a very well-executed strategic game plan from Ankalaev. It's his job to get off the cage, right? It's like if you're in a street fight and I put you against a fucking brick wall, you gotta get your back off the brick wall, homeboy. It's a chess game that you guys don't understand what's going on. It's a chess game in here. In my opinion, this is a very poor excuse for not having the knowledge to wrestle, to get off the cage, anything like that.
Johnson also admits that Dana White was not happy to see Ankalaev win. He enjoyed the disappointment on Dana White's face after he came to know that the judges had made Ankalaev the winner and he was the new light heavyweight champion.
He's already seen who won the fight. He's trying checking to see if his bets are going to hit. He goes, well,
Similarly, the UFC legend Michael Bisping also made it clear that Alex Pereira was not robbed at UFC 313, and the judges made the right decision. He thinks Ankalaev was the deserving winner in this fight, and he also believes Ankalaev won 4 out of the 5 rounds.
View show for TNT Sports, one of the hosts on there thought that Pereira was robbed. It wasn't a robbery, it was the correct decision. I had Magomed Ankalaev winning 4 rounds to 1. I've already done my review.
Michael Bisping believes Alex Pereira should get a rematch against Magomed Ankalaev. He acknowledged the contributions of Pereira to this sport, and he feels Poatan should get a rematch as soon as possible. He also proves his point that there is no such great competition in the light heavyweight division right now. Bisping said the shortage of deserving contenders is another factor that supports a rematch between Ankalaev and Pereira.
For 20 minutes, the guy was running away from me. Then I heard at the end of the fight, he was saying that he wasn't sure why the victory wasn't given to him. Look, listen, if there is an immediate rematch, and I do believe that should be next for Alex Pereira, he deserves it, okay? What he has done for this sport, the impact that he has made, the entertainment that he has given us, and the fact that he wiped out the entirety of the light heavyweight division. There really is no reason not to give Alex Pereira another crack of the whip, another chance. And I'll tell you what, we'd all be very intrigued to see what he might do differently, because right now, there isn't too many other contenders, because Ankalaev is currently on a 16-fight unbeaten streak.
Michael Bisping applauds the astonishing record in UFC and compares Magomed to the greats of this sport. He thinks the Dagestani fighter fought extremely well at UFC 313, and he definitely deserved to win that belt.
1 draw, 1 no contest, and the only other people that have achieved that are the absolute greats of this. We're talking Anderson Silva, John Jones, Islam Makhachev. 16 fights in a row, 20 wins with only 1 loss in a fight that he was dominating up until that final second where Paul Craig pulled off that submission. What he's doing right now is incredible, and I think he deserved to win that fight. He was the one going forward. He was the one pressuring.
Furthermore, there is a lot of noise about a rematch between these two, and most of the pros also want to see that. Magomed Ankalaev has clearly said that he is ready to face anyone, whether it's Alex Pereira or anyone else. Magomed Ankalaev said, "Alex, send this guy to the hospital 2 times to make him sleep. He should not talk or do any interviews. Quite Alex is next, or whatever do you want, I don't care." Alex Pereira was not. However, the only thing Ankalaev has demanded is that he wants his rematch to be scheduled in Abu Dhabi. "I want my first fight title defense to be in Abu Dhabi, fight capital of the world. I love it there." Well, this is all we have from today's video, and hopefully you have enjoyed it. Share your thoughts about Alex Pereira's ex-girlfriend's remarks in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get instant notification about our latest videos.